Assalamu alaikum students, welcome to my channel. Students, in this video I am going to discuss about the renal circulation peculiar properties, why the renal circulation is the unique circulation, and the peculiar properties of the renal circulation. The renal circulation or the blood flow of the urinary system is unique, having some peculiar properties. Let's try to understand. Kidney has a peculiar type of the blood flow. Its vascular bundle is consist of the renal artery and the renal vein. The blood from the heart comes into the kidney via the renal artery, and the deoxygenated blood after the filtration is carried out through the renal vein. So this is the vascular bundle by which the blood comes in and to out from the kidney. So let's start the peculiar or unique properties of the renal circulation. Number one is the high blood flow. Kidney has very high blood flow as kidney receives approximately 20 to 25% of the cardiac output, while the kidney makes only less than 1% of the body weight, but it receives the massive blood supply of the blood. So blood flow is about 400 ml per 100 gram of tissue per minute. This is the unique property of the renal circulation. This has the maximum blood flow. There is the overview of the renal circulation. You can see renal artery carries the blood, receives the blood from the aorta, which the blood from the heart comes into the aorta, then to the renal artery. Then the blood from renal artery moves to the interlobar artery. It leads the blood to the arcuate artery, and then the interlobular artery receives the blood from the arcuate artery. After this, the afferent arterioles carries the blood from the interlobular artery, and then blood ends in the glomerulus. Here is the diagrammatic representation of the renal circulation. You can watch it. This is the renal artery. It is the segmental artery, which is the branch of the renal artery. Segmental artery gives the interlobar artery, and then the interlobar artery. Arcuate artery is made from the interlobar artery, and the interlobular artery then carries the blood toward the afferent arteriole. Afferent arteriole enters into the glomerulus. These are the capillary networks, and from this the afferent arterioles which carry out blood to the peritubular capillaries. These are the special network of capillaries that surround the loop of Henle, which is the part of the nephron. So this is the renal blood flow or renal circulation. So this all one is the high blood flow toward the kidney. Second number is the blood flow to be cleansed. Usually the blood flows through the tissue or organ to provide the oxygen or nutrient, but in the kidney, blood traverses primarily to the washed out or cleansed. So this is the second unique property of the renal circulation. Number 3 is the capillaries drain into the arterioles. This is the only circulation where the capillaries drain into the arterioles. Elsewhere capillaries drain into the venules, but in the kidney, glomerular capillaries drain into the efferent arterioles. You can watch in this diagram. This is the glomerulus capillary network. The blood from the efferent arterioles comes into the glomerulus, and then from the glomerulus capillary bed toward the efferent arterioles, not into the venules. This is the peculiar property of the renal circulation. Then the number 4 is no anastomosis of the segmental branches. The segmental branches of the renal artery have no anastomosis. There is the segmental fraction by combining the proximal or terminal arteries. proximal or terminal arterioles. So you can watch in this diagram, renal artery gives the segmental artery and there is no anastomosis between the segmental arteries. Number 4 is that high pressure close to very low pressure. This is the circulation where high pressure blood flow is brought into the close proximity with very low pressure blood flow in the opposite direction. So one of the peculiar property of the renal circulation is that the high pressure blood flow is brought into close proximity with very low pressure blood flow but in the opposite direction. Next number is the two capillary beds. Renal circulation is the only one that has two capillary beds, the glomerular capillary bed and the peritubular capillary network. These capillary beds are separated by the efferent arterioles and which are the structurally and functionally not venular. You can watch in this diagram. This is the glomerular capillary bed and this is the peritubular capillary network. Peritubular capillary network surrounds the loop of Henle, which is the part of the nephron, while the glomerular capillary bed is present in the Bowman capsule. Here the blood is filtered. Next peculiar unique property of the renal circulation is that high capillary hydrostatic pressure. Renal circulation has got very high capillary hydrostatic pressure. The highest capillary hydrostatic pressure in the body is of the kidney, that is the glomerular capillaries. Capillary hydrostatic pressure in all the other beds is about 15 to 20 mmHg, but in the kidney it is about 60 to 75 mmHg in the glomerular capillaries. Reason is that the efferent arterioles that lead the blood to the glomerulus are wide. Efferent arterioles are relatively narrow. So the blood that is coming in the glomerulus per unit time is not able to leave the glomerulus per unit time. Therefore, the blood accumulates in the glomerular capillaries. Then the last peculiar or unique property of the renal circulation is that this is an amazing feature. In the body, metabolic rate of the organ regulates the blood flow to that organ. For instance, if the metabolic rate increases, the blood flow increases. But the kidney, it is opposite. Here the blood flow regulates the metabolism. Here the blood flow regulates the oxygen consumption. Here the blood flow regulates the ATP breakdown. Metabolic rate in the kidney, more the blood flow in the kidney, lower the blood flow in the glomerulus, increase in the filtration of the sodium, more will be the tubular load for the sodium reabsorption, and correspondingly the ATP breakdown or oxygen consumption would also be the high. This is the key feature of the blood flow regulate the metabolism. These all are the unique or peculiar properties of the renal circulation that make the blood flow of the urinary system unique of other blood circulations of the body. I hope you have carried all the proper concept of the uniqueness of the renal circulation. Thank you very much.